to Faroe Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Bringing it back. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. So Texas Tech's offense will be first on the attack. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. He's going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Takes a hit as he fired. This time it's complete. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So the Missouri Tigers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Got it in the middle. It's Manning. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield is Hammond. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Carter. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Catch in the middle, it's West. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. So Missouri will have to punt it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Hudson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the... Make a tackle.
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any...
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Manning. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Terry. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolled. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stopped him short of the marker.
Well, you got to give this offense a lot of credit because they've been really physical, and they've been doing a nice job running the football on this drive, getting themselves into this position, 3rd down in the red zone. They've got a 4-point lead. Obviously, a huge 3rd down here, but even if they don't get it, they can kick the field goal, make this a 7-point game. Obviously, they're thinking touchdown, try to make this a 2-possession game.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The short hands, it's Hudson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that to the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Hammond. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And as he throws, incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Pulls it in. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
That's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive game.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Terry. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tiger. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Got it set up on the outside. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's reeled in. It's West. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Manning. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Terry. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through. It's still an 18-point game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. It's a seam wide open. Inside, touchdown Tiger. And the beatdown has ensued. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by 11 over San Diego State. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A quick pass to the left. Still running at the 40. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Red Raiders, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give to the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Hammond. Fires to the tight end. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. The Red Raiders line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Jukes his way for more. Still running at the 35. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Plucks it out of the air. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the grab on the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Tries again to get it in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and the defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. He fires one deep down the right side.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
grabbed in the middle. It's Terry. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
What's going on, guys? Hey.
To the air, it's Hammond. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man, it's Hudson. Really good pickup on second down there, leaves him with 3rd and 2.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And they're going to send out the field goal unit and take the offense off the field. And this one is perfect. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up an F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They're up by 11 over Louisiana Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Gives it on the option. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Now on the move. Passes takes him still on his feet. He's got enough for a Missouri first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Thomas. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Leaving the punt team on the sideline, they'll go for it fourth and short from the 45. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on! They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this with David kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. And bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on.
Snags it on the right. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
second and long. He wants to throw it again. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Hammond. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab inside the 30. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.